Hey guys, Benin here again. Today we've got two special editions of some 5D sets. They're a little old. You could probably say they're old, yeah. And but they're pretty awesome sets. We've got the Duelist Genesis, which was the first 5D set that came out, and we've got Crimson Crisis, which was a pretty awesome set also. And I got this one because the first one is technically based on Yusei, which was the main character who used the Stardust Dragon. And this one is based on, let's say, Jack Atlas, since he's the antagonist, or rather the rival, who used Red Dragon Archfiend. I believe this one on the cover, though, is the Assault mode. But yeah, it's still like a rivalry between the two. So we'll see which of the special edition is better than the other. Um, they do have some pretty good um, foils as promo. So you either for Crimson Crisis, you either get a super rare Goblin Zombie or a super rare Necroface. And for Duelist Genesis, you either get a super rare Heraklinos, a Gladiator Beast, Heraklinos, and or Eradicator Epidemic Virus. Super rare. So they're both pretty decent cards on each side. So whichever we get is always pretty welcome. Obviously, any of the zombie ones would be pretty cool since I only have one of each as the foil from the Crimson Crisis Special Edition. As for the Duelist Genesis, I already have one of each also, but I would prefer getting the Arachninos since Gladiator Beast are getting some new support pretty soon. And it's going to be pretty interesting. Pretty interesting indeed. So yeah, the Duelist Genesis introduced the Synchros, so there aren't too many of them, but the ones included are all pretty awesome foils. Of course, we're not going to get some first edition cards since they're special editions, but it's still pretty cool cards to get nonetheless. Obviously, a Ghost Rare Stardust would be amazing. It would just make this whole opening, like, it would take it to a whole new level. Because I only got one Ghost Rare in all of the pack openings I've done in my Yu-Gi-Oh career. I've been playing for like 15 years or so. It's kind of sad when you think about it that I only got one through pack openings. I got one or two in trades. I had to say goodbye to a few of them too, but I only have one Ghost Rare at the moment, and it's a card I won't ever trade. It's my Rainbow Neos. But hey, if we do get a Ghost Rare out of these, hopefully it's gonna be the Stardust. But any Ghost Rare would be pretty awesome to get. They're still valuable even nowadays, like the synchros that we get from these sets. The Duelist Genesis has a lot of psychic support, and the Crimson Crisis introduces the Assault mode cards, and also I believe they have a few Black Wings, not all the Black Wings, since they were introduced maybe a set or two before this one, but still, pretty good. A lot of the good Black Wings are in there, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. Don't be afraid to do so. So we have here a little like pamphlet or publicity thing for May 2009 for the Crimson Crisis. So I guess that the Duelist Genesis was probably end of 2008. I can't exactly remember this DS game I've had back in the days. Memories. Whoop, pardon me. Kind of hit the camera there. Okay. So there we go. We got all our packs face down, so we can't see the promos yet. So the promos are for Genesis. We've got Heraklinos, awesome, the one I wanted, and we got Necrophase, the more valuable of the two, I believe. So that's pretty awesome. We got the two better promos. Not going to sleeve them as I don't have many sleeves on hand, but they are some pretty awesome foils to get. Very glad we got the good foils as promos. Now to the actual packs. So we're going to open one Crimson, then one Genesis, and alternate like that. Just to keep the suspense and still have the competition going. So these packs are almost 10 years old, so that's pretty intense. We have, oh, they're slightly curved. Damn, okay. Desert Protector, Assault Counter, Blackwing, Silco, the Dawn. Cool. And we got Alien Overlord, a pretty decent rare. The aliens got a lot of good support in Crimson Crisis, so that's pretty cool. Morphtronic Matt. I remember running in Morphtronic deck back in the days. That was the pretty decent deck back in the days with Klocken who dealt effect damage. Nobody expected Morphtronics to like be able to do some one-turn kills, even if it's not on the first turn. I mean, back then games lasted more than 3 turns. Lightwave Tuning, Dark the Dark Charmer, Oyster Maester, Remote Revenge, Grapple Blocker, and still no foils. But still, it's only one pack of each. So we got Grapple Blocker, one of the original psychics, not the original like old school, but original like of the new age psychic monsters. That's pretty decent. Off to our second Crimson Crisis pack. We're hoping for at least one foil that was not the promo per special edition. So we do have reason to still hope. Vengeful Servant, Alien Ammonite, pretty cool, and still no foils, but we got a Dupe Frog. Dupe Frog, awesome. Really like the frogs, just gotta love them. Submarine Frog too in the same pack, cool. So we got Alien Ammonite and Alien Overlord. So up to now it's a pretty tight opening, but the second pack of Duelist Genesis just might give the Duelist Genesis the little boost. One foil would change the whole thing. Cranium, Mirror of Yata for the Spirit Monsters, Psychic Commander, Dr. Cranium twice in the same booster pack? Damn. Telekinetic Charging Cell, and still no foils. Damn, okay. Well, it's still tied and there's one last pack each. Not all is lost yet. Last pack of the Crimson Crisis. Come on, luck. Show us at least one foil. Trojan Gladiator Beast. Assault Overlord. Overload, pardon me. Nightwing Sorceress. Metaphysical Regeneration. Star Blast, and Code A Ancient Ruins. Super rare. Submarine Frog, Psychic Sword, and Assault Slash. So, wow, okay. All of the more valuable cards that we got from Crimson Crisis were all alien cards. That was neat. I actually ran a alien deck back in the days, and it was a pretty fun deck to use. With the level 5 Synchro, I believe. Yeah, level 5 Synchro. It was a fun deck. And last pack of Duelist Genesis, we've got Genis Lightsworn Mender, Psychic Rejuvenation, Junk Barrage, Beast of the Pharaoh, The Tricky, and we have foil. We have a foil, Intercept. So we got a super rare in both sets. So yeah, we got The Tricky, which is a very decent rare, and we got Intercept. Activate only when a monster is tribute summoned with 1 tribute. Take control of that monster. Yeah, obviously, I mean, there's a Monarch on top of the image, so I guess it's probably meant for the Monarchs, like, to steal Monarchs away. So yeah, we got one foil in each special edition that was not the promo, so we can't be disappointed. It's a pretty decent and standard opening, but for the old school factor, these are some pretty cool cards. Pretty cool cards indeed. So for the share promo value, the Crimson Crisis one, for the rares, I would say that the Duelist Genesis one on that part, since the Tricky is a pretty awesome rare. Charging Cell was a very good rare back in the days because the Psychics were kind of new and they all had this effect of paying life points, and this allowed you to not lose said life points. Grapple Blocker is just a pretty generic one. But we got on the Crimson Crisis side, Star Blast was a pretty generic card. Overlord was a very good card, and Ammonite too. But I would still opt for the Tricky. The Tricky is just awesome. As for the supers, I would say that the Crimson Crisis one, since this intercept was harder to activate in most parts, even though in the days a lot more tribute summons occurred, nowadays it's probably only gonna be against the Draco, True Draco deck. It could be used against those, but it's not worth putting in your deck if you're going to use it only to fight against the True Dracos. I mean, that's just a waste of space. While Code Ancient Ruins really was the card that the aliens needed back in the days, it was the card that actually gave them the big boost with Ammonite and the Synchro. I think it's Golgar. So yeah, in general, I'd say that Crimson Crisis won this duel of sorts between the two sets. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a comment explaining if you agree or disagree with my conclusion on this little competition we had between these two sets. Suggest more sets of the old school Yu-Gi-Oh eras you want to see in little competitions like today. And yeah, leave a like if you want to see more videos of this sort in general. Thanks for watching, guys, again, and Pin him out.